Questions on understanding on the goal of computer security.
Exam question for preparing students for exit exam. Learn by questions and answering.
Please subscribe, like, and share for friends in other university.
Test yourself by answering the questions.
Question number 1. What defines interception in unauthorized access? A. Gaining unauthorized entry to system resources. B. Altering system assets without permission. C. Accessing system assets without permission, compromising data confidentiality. D. Creating counterfeit objects within computing systems. The correct answer is C. Accessing system assets without permission, compromising data confidentiality. L. Explanation. Interception is like eavesdropping on a private conversation. It involves secretly accessing data or communications without authorization, often with the intent to steal sensitive information or spy on activities. Here are some examples of interception. A hacker intercepts credit card information as it's transmitted during an online purchase. A government agency intercepts phone calls and emails to monitor suspected criminals. A competitor intercepts confidential business plans to gain a competitive advantage. To protect against interception, here I'm telling is not all but some. 1. Use strong encryption. Encrypt sensitive data in transit and at rest. 2. Implement secure communication protocols. Use HTTPS for web traffic and secure messaging apps. 3. Be cautious of public Wi-Fi. Avoid sensitive activities on public networks. 4. Use firewalls and intrusion detection systems. Detect and block unauthorized access attempts. 5. Stay updated. Keep software and systems patched with the latest security updates. Question number 2. How does modification differ from other unauthorized access forms? A. It disrupts normal system functionality. B. It compromises the availability of system assets. C. It alters or tampers with system assets. D. It creates counterfeit objects within systems. The correct answer is C. It alters or tampers with system assets. Modification is specifically about changing or manipulating existing data or system components without authorization. It's a distinct form of unauthorized access that targets the integrity of information. Here's a breakdown of how modification differs from other forms. Interception focuses on accessing data without permission, not necessarily altering it. Disruption aims to impair or interrupt normal system functionality, but doesn't inherently involve data modification. Unavailability renders system assets inaccessible, but doesn't directly change their content. Counterfeiting involves creating fake objects or data within a system, rather than modifying existing ones. Examples of modification: changing financial records to hide fraudulent activity, defacing a website to spread propaganda, injecting malware into a system to steal data or cause damage, altering medical records to impact patient care. Key consequences of modification: loss of data integrity, compromised accuracy and reliability of information, erroneous decisions, based on manipulated data leading to potential harm, system malfunctions, due to corrupted code or settings, reputational damage, if sensitive information is modified and exposed. Question number 3. Which goal of computer security involves holding individuals accountable for their actions? A. Integrity. B. Non-repudiation. C. Authentication. D. Accountability. The goal of computer security that involves holding individuals accountable for their actions is D. Accountability. Why? Integrity ensures data and systems remain unaltered and complete. Non-repudiation guarantees an action can't be denied afterwards. Authentication verifies the identity of users or devices. While these other goals are crucial for overall computer security, they don't directly link to individual responsibility. Accountability specifically focuses on identifying and tracking users who access systems and perform actions, thereby attributing activities to specific individuals and fostering responsible behavior. This accountability can be established through logging mechanisms, recording user activity and system events, auditing procedures, examining logs to identify suspicious behavior, access controls, enforcing policies that define who can access what resources, investigative processes, identifying and responding to security incidents. By holding individuals accountable for their actions, computer security aims to deter misconduct, facilitate incident response, and improve overall system trust. Question number 4. Which goal of computer security involves verifying users' identities and controlling their access rights? A. Availability. B. Non-repudiation. C. Authentication and authorization. D. Accountability. The goal of computer security that involves verifying users' identities and controlling their access rights is C. Authentication and authorization. Here's why. Availability ensures resources are accessible to authorized users when needed. Non-repudiation guarantees an action can't be denied afterwards. Accountability holds individuals responsible for their actions within the system. Authentication confirms the identity of a user trying to access a system, similar to checking someone's ID at the door. Authorization then determines what resources that user can access based on their role, permissions, and security policies. Therefore, C, authentication and authorization encompass both verifying who users are and managing their access privileges, making it the most accurate answer. Question number 5. What does availability refer to in computer security? A. Protecting data from unauthorized access. B. Ensuring data is always encrypted. C. Ensuring data is accessible when needed. D. Preventing data corruption. The answer to what availability refers to in computer security is C. Ensuring data is accessible when needed. Here's why. Protecting data from unauthorized access falls under the concept of confidentiality, not availability. Ensuring data is always encrypted is not inherently necessary for availability, although it can be a contributing factor. Preventing data corruption falls under the concept of integrity, not availability. Availability in computer security specifically focuses on guaranteeing that authorized users can access resources, data, systems, applications, promptly and reliably when needed. This includes considerations like system uptime, minimizing downtime and outages that could prevent access, performance and scalability, ensuring enough resources are available to handle user load without significant delays, resilience, preparing for and mitigating incidents that could impact availability, like cyber attacks or natural disasters. Therefore, C, ensuring data is accessible when needed, is the most accurate definition of availability in the context of computer security. Question number 6. What does the CIA and the CIA Triad stand for in the context of information security? A. Centralized information access. B. Confidentiality, integrity, availability. On C. Cybersecurity intelligence assessment. D. Computer incident analysis. In the context of information security, the CIA Triad stands for B. Confidentiality, integrity, availability. Each letter represents a critical component of data security. Confidentiality ensures that only authorized users can access and view sensitive information. Integrity guarantees that data remains accurate and untampered with, reflecting its true and intended state. Availability makes sure that authorized users can access data and systems when needed without interruption or delay. The CIA Triad serves as a foundational principle for designing and implementing security measures, guiding policies and controls to protect information assets across organizations. Therefore, B, confidentiality, integrity, availability, is the correct answer. Question number 7. Which element of the CIA Triad focuses on protecting information from unauthorized access and disclosure? A. Confidentiality. B. Integrity. C. Availability. D. Authentication. The element of the CIA Triad that focuses on protecting information from unauthorized access and disclosure is A. Confidentiality. Here's why. Confidentiality specifically deals with ensuring only authorized individuals or entities can access sensitive information. Integrity focuses on preserving the accuracy and completeness of information, not limiting access itself. Availability guarantees authorized users have access to information when needed, not who can access it. Authentication is the process of verifying user identity, not a component of the CIA Triad. Therefore, the element directly concerned with preventing unauthorized access and disclosure is confidentiality. Remember, the CIA Triad addresses 3 fundamental security goals. Confidentiality prevents unauthorized access to information. Integrity protects information from unauthorized modification or corruption. Availability ensures authorized users can access information when needed. By balancing these 3 elements, organizations can achieve a robust and comprehensive security posture for their information assets. Question number 8. How does encryption contribute to maintaining the principle of confidentiality within the CIA Triad? A. By ensuring data is always available. B. By verifying the accuracy of data. C. By hiding the content of data from unauthorized users. D. By preventing data corruption. C. By hiding the content of data from unauthorized users. Here's why. Availability. Encryption doesn't inherently ensure data is always available, although it can be used in secure communication protocols to maintain availability. Verifying accuracy. Encryption doesn't directly verify data accuracy. It ensures data remains unaltered, but not necessarily correct. Preventing data corruption. While encryption can protect data from accidental or malicious corruption, its primary focus is on confidentiality. The core function of encryption is to transform data into a scrambled form that can only be deciphered with a specific key. This effectively hides the content of data from anyone who doesn't possess the key, thereby upholding the principle of confidentiality. Therefore, The ability to mask sensitive information from unauthorized eyes makes encryption the most significant contributor to maintaining confidentiality within the CIA Triad. Remember, encryption plays a crucial role in securing various aspects of information systems, including data storage, protecting sensitive data at rest on storage devices; data transmission, securing data exchange over networks like the Internet; communications, encrypting email, messaging, and other communication channels. By implementing robust encryption methods, organizations can significantly enhance the confidentiality of their sensitive information and strengthen their overall security posture. Question number 9. Which aspect of the CIA Triad ensures that information remains accurate, consistent, and trustworthy over its entire life cycle? A. Confidentiality. B. Integrity. C. Availability. D. Authorization. The aspect of the CIA Triad that ensures information remains accurate, consistent, and trustworthy over its entire life cycle is B. Integrity. Here's why. Confidentiality focuses on preventing unauthorized access, not necessarily ensuring data accuracy. Availability guarantees accessibility for authorized users, not maintaining data correctness. Authorization is the process of verifying user access rights, not a core component of the CIA Triad. Integrity specifically deals with the completeness, authenticity, and reliability of information. It safeguards data from unauthorized modification, corruption, or manipulation, ensuring it remains true and consistent throughout its creation, storage, processing, and transmission. Here are some examples of how integrity is maintained. Data validation, checking data format, completeness, and adherence to defined rules. Checksums and hashes, unique mathematical fingerprints to detect data alterations. Digital signatures, electronic proofs of authenticity for data origin and integrity. Logging and auditing, tracking changes and verifying data provenance. By ensuring data integrity, organizations can make reliable decisions based on accurate information, prevent damage caused by inaccurate or corrupted data, maintain trust and confidence in their information systems. Therefore, integrity is the critical aspect of the CIA Triad, responsible for guaranteeing the accuracy, consistency, and trustworthiness of information throughout its life cycle. Remember, the three elements of the CIA Triad work together to achieve comprehensive information security. Confidentiality prevents unauthorized access. Integrity protects data from modification and ensures accuracy. Availability guarantees accessibility for authorized users. By balancing these three aspects, organizations can establish a robust security posture for their information assets. Question number 10. How does a distributed denial of service (DDoS) attack affect the availability aspect of the CIA Triad? A. It compromises data integrity. B. It restricts access to sensitive information. C. It prevents authorized users from accessing resources. D. It exposes confidential data to unauthorized users. The correct answer is C. It prevents authorized users from accessing resources. Here's why. The CIA Triad refers to three foundational principles of information security: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. A DDoS attack aims to overwhelm a system with an excessive amount of traffic, flooding it with requests from compromised devices. This flood of traffic consumes resources and prevents legitimate users from accessing the system or its data. While the information itself might not be compromised, its accessibility is severely impacted. While DDoS attacks primarily affect availability, they don't directly compromise data integrity. B. Or restrict access to sensitive information based on authorization. A. Therefore, option C is the most accurate description of how a DDoS attack affects the availability aspect of the CIA Triad. Remember, DDoS attacks focus on flooding the system, making it unavailable for authorized users, not necessarily altering the confidentiality or integrity of the information itself. Question number 11. How does a strong authentication system contribute to the CIA Triad's principle of confidentiality? A. By ensuring data is consistently available. B. By limiting access to authorized users only. C. By detecting unauthorized data modifications. D. By encrypting data transmissions. The correct answer is B. By limiting access to authorized users only. Here's how strong authentication systems uphold confidentiality. Verification of identity. They rigorously verify a user's identity through multiple factors, such as passwords, security questions, biometric data, fingerprints, facial recognition, or one-time codes. This makes it much more difficult for unauthorized individuals to gain access. Access control. They enforce access control measures, ensuring that only users with the appropriate permissions can view, edit, or use sensitive information. This prevents unauthorized access and safeguards confidentiality. Prevention of unauthorized access. By strictly validating identities and enforcing access controls, strong authentication systems effectively block unauthorized individuals from accessing sensitive data, even if they manage to obtain login credentials through phishing or other means. Why the other options are not correct? A. Ensuring data availability is primarily related to the availability aspect of the CIA Triad, ensuring systems and data remain accessible to authorized users. C. Detecting unauthorized data modifications is a function of integrity controls, which aim to preserve the accuracy and consistency of data. D. Encrypting data transmissions protects confidentiality during communication, but strong authentication focuses on controlling access to data at its source. By effectively limiting access to authorized users, strong authentication systems contribute significantly to upholding the confidentiality of sensitive information, playing a crucial role in maintaining the CIA Triad's principles. Question number 12. Which scenario exemplifies a breach of confidentiality within the CIA Triad? A. Unauthorized alteration of financial records. B. Data loss due to a hardware failure. C. Disclosure of sensitive customer information to unauthorized individuals. D. Inability to access critical systems during a cyber attack. Question number 13. How does a well-designed disaster recovery plan contribute to maintaining availability within the CIA Triad? A. By preventing unauthorized access to data. B. By ensuring data remains confidential during emergencies. C. By minimizing downtime and restoring services quickly after disruptions. D. By verifying the integrity of data backups. The correct answer is C. By minimizing downtime and restoring services quickly after disruptions. Here's why. The availability principle of the CIA Triad emphasizes ensuring authorized users can access and utilize systems and data when needed. A well-designed disaster recovery plan outlines the steps and procedures to swiftly restore operations after disruptions like natural disasters, cyber attacks, or equipment failures. The plan addresses aspects like data backups, alternate site availability, communication protocols, and recovery procedures. By having these strategies in place, organizations can minimize downtime and get systems back online quickly, ensuring continued availability for authorized users. Why the other options are not correct? A. Preventing unauthorized access to data relates to the confidentiality aspect of the CIA Triad, focusing on protecting data from unauthorized parties. B. Ensuring data remains confidential during emergencies is certainly desirable, but not the primary function of a disaster recovery plan. Its main focus is restoring availability while potentially utilizing backup systems or data centers that might not have the same security levels as the primary systems. D. Verifying the integrity of data backups is an important element of a good disaster recovery plan, but it doesn't directly address the immediate requirement of restoring availability, which is the plan's core objective. Therefore, by minimizing downtime and ensuring swift restoration of services after disruptions, A well-designed disaster recovery plan directly contributes to upholding the availability principle of the CIA Triad. Please subscribe, like, and share for friends in other university.